Picture yourself at a market, maybe you're reaching for an apple, but suddenly your brain blanks on how to ask the price. Today, we're tackling those essential shopping words so you can stroll confidently in any store, anywhere.
That's honestly happened to me more times than I'd like to admit. It all starts with the basics, right? Just being able to say things like shop, price, buy, or money can make such a difference, even if you don't know every word for what's on the shelves.
Exactly. Even if you mix up banana and apple, knowing how to ask how much is your golden ticket. It's like the key phrase that unlocks every market stall and clothing shop.
And I love how just repeating those words, shop, price, buy, kind of cements them in your mind. I mean, if you're standing in front of a counter, sometimes all you need is that one phrase, how much?
Totally. Repetition really works. That actually reminds me, we should talk about how to use those words in a real shopping scene, like at the market or when you want to buy clothes. So let's imagine you're at a fruit stand and you see apples, bananas, maybe some bright oranges. What's your game plan for asking the price?
I'd walk right up, give a friendly smile, and just say, how much? But if I want to be more specific, I'd try, how much is this apple? It's funny how slowing down those words like, how much, makes it feel less intimidating when you're learning.
I've definitely found that too. Sometimes, even if you're nervous, saying it slowly, how much is this, not only helps you, it helps the seller understand you better. Plus, it gives you a second to think.
Completely agree. And once you hear 1 pound or 2 pounds, you're already practicing counting. It's like a 2-for-1 lesson. Speaking of which, next time you're in a clothes shop, you'll need those same skills, but with a twist.
Walking into a clothing shop, suddenly it's all about shirts, dresses, coats, and prices can jump up fast. How do you start that conversation?
I usually pick up the item and ask, how much is this shirt? Then you brace yourself, maybe it's $10, maybe $20. Sometimes, if you're lucky, the shopkeeper offers a discount. That's when knowing, can I get a discount, comes in handy.
Discounts really change the game. Even a simple, is there a discount, can get you a better price. I've tried it before, and sometimes they'll say 5% off or give you a new total like $9.50.
And that's when counting skills come in. If you've got bills in your hand, you want to be sure you're giving the right amount. It's also a great chance to practice saying the numbers out loud, especially if you're not used to counting money in another language.
Funny you mentioned that learning to say the numbers clearly is just as important as knowing the shopping phrases. Next up, let's dive into comparing prices and figuring out which shop has the better deal. You ever find yourself torn between two shops, both selling the same pair of shoes but with different price tags?
Oh, absolutely. Last week we got stuck on sneakers. Shop A had them for $15, Shop B for $12. Suddenly, asking which is cheaper is the most useful question in the world.
Exactly. Choosing the lower price is a win. And then you can practice saying, Shop B, $12. It feels pretty satisfying to walk away knowing you got the best deal.
And once you've made your choice, all that's left is to pay. But if you're buying more than one thing, you need to know how to ask for the total so you don't get surprised at the register.
When you reach the cashier with a handful of things, it's time for the big question. How much is the total? That's the moment of truth.
And if you're paying cash or using a card, it helps to know those little phrases like, do you take cards? Or, do you accept cash? It makes the process smoother. Plus, small talk can really break the ice, like asking, do you have this in red?
Exactly. Those small questions show you're friendly and interested, and they often get you better service. And if you ever get stuck, just asking, can you help me? Or, I am looking for a hat, can save the day.
It's amazing how just a few keywords and questions can turn shopping from scary into something you actually enjoy. And hey, a little practice goes a long way, especially when you're counting out your change at the end.
Speaking of practice, let's wrap up with a quick review and a role play, so listeners can try out everything they've learned before their next shopping trip. All right, let's do a lightning round. How do you ask the price of something?
You'd say, how much is this? And if you want a discount, can I get a discount? Those questions are lifesavers.
And don't forget about totals or payment. How much is the total? And do you take cards? Let's try a quick role play. I'll be the seller, you be the buyer, ready?
Sure. I walk up and say, how much is this bag? You answer, $20. And I ask, can I get a discount? You give me a bit off and I pay cash. Boom shopping success.
See, once you've got these phrases down, it's so much easier. And with a little more practice, you'll be shopping like a pro in no time. Before we say goodbye, if you found this episode helpful, why not share it with a friend or leave us a quick review?
Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe for more practical lessons. There's a lot more to learn, and we'd love to help you get there. Until next time, happy shopping!
Take care, everyone. See you in the next episode.
Goodbye!